Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today for this developer update video at Squirrly SEO. So by the end of this video, you're actually going to have the chance to see exactly what changed in Squirrly SEO since the 1st of February 2018 and up until now. So we have a lot of exciting features. What you've just seen in the beginning of this video were very super top secret screenshots from the new Squirrely SEO 2019, and I'm not going to go into them today, but just so you know, in our backstage access program, those of you who requested VIP access are going to get early access to the screenshots, and you're also going to see what the screenshots are, how you can actually use them once they're going to be live in Squirrely SEO 2019. So make sure that you're going to follow our email updates because you're going to get a lot more information about it. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and you're going to get more developer updates and a lot of ideas on how to make your SEO great. Alright, so Squirrely SEO 2019 is all going to be about groundbreaking. We are actually going to break a lot of rules, a lot of stuff, even though everything is going to be fully white hat and it's going to be super safe to rank your pages with Squirrely SEO 2019. We've changed everything that goes in a classic SEO software or SEO plugin for WordPress, and you're going to see that very, very soon. All right. One of the main things in Squirrely SEO 2019 are the focus pages. So we know that there are like over 200 ranking factors. I mean, just think of how crazy it would be for you to go and, think about 200 things that Google takes into account when ranking pages. Like, if there are over 200 things, like, what would you focus on, right? So I know this because I've got this question from a lot of you, and it's super frustrating. I know that. So that's why in Squirrely SEO 2019, we've actually created a method that's going to help you navigate all the ranking factors that you need to tweak in order to make Google love your pages more and rank you higher in search results. And this focus pages thing is going to help you do that. So there's going to be like a lot of red dots in your interface, and once you click on them, you get to see exactly how to turn them green, and once you turn all the elements green, you'll win. Alright, moving on to the bulk SEO settings. We're going to have one panel where you'll be able to place all of your settings. So there's going to be just one panel inside of Squirrely SEO with all the bulk SEO settings. So with titles, descriptions, you're going to see info about CTR and other stuff like that through our Search Console integration, so that if you have a lot of impressions but you don't get enough clicks, you'll know that you need to change the title and the description of that post to make it perform better when people see it on the Google search engine. Also, very cool stuff, you're going to be able from that panel to change Twitter cards, Open Graph data, JSON data, schema.org data, everything about every single post from one interface. You don't have to go and click a lot of different posts, go to edit, scroll down, scroll up, and other stuff like that. Everything will be done inside one panel, and it's going to be super easy to set up all of your great SEO posts and SEO pages inside your WordPress site. So it's going to be a lot easier, and it will definitely remove all the headache. Also web dev. So one of the coolest updates that we have. So the first two that I've mentioned in this developer video are stuff that's going to be available starting Squirrely SEO 2019, which is soon to be released, like in the 5th of December 2008. So in a couple of days, no, a couple of weeks actually. But anyway, so we also have the web dev kit, and we're helping developers make more money from development contracts. Now, what does this mean? It means this. So you're a web developer agency, an SEO agency, or a marketing agency. You give people the marketing audit from Squirrely, where they see their score and they see that there's a lot of stuff that isn't working properly at the moment, or other stuff that could be improved. We actually present it as a lot of website enhancement that could be done. And basically you're going to show your customers that the third party found out new opportunities for them, and for making their websites better and ranking higher, or looking more professional on social media, because this is the case here with Open Graph and Twitter cards. And it is that your clients are going to see that in their audits, they're going to see like, hey, we could do something more with the website. So who do we contact? Well, they will contact you, earning you a lot more money from your development contracts. And this is something that we're already testing out with a lot of people, and it seems to work really good for lead generation, because a lot of people develop websites and then they don't have any contact with that customer anymore. But with the audit, you can actually make a lot more revenue, generate a lot more revenue from the same customers, and they already trust you and already love you for your work. So now you're just finding new opportunities where you can work together with your clients. So they can just schedule a call, they will call you, and you will set everything up. Also, there's going to be a lot of new stuff in Squirrly SEO for branding. So this is going to be your brand right here. Whatever your name is, you're going to have it right here in the audit, and it's going to look like the Squirrly score was made in collaboration with your company, with your webdevagency.com or whatever it is. And also the name of your agency is going to be available for them inside the WordPress interface, so everything is going to be co-branded. Now there are a lot of other benefits that you can see here on this page, like they get no ads, free accounts, a lot of great stuff that should hopefully get you working with Squirrly SEO and the web dev kits. Now, as I said in the beginning of this video, we're going to discuss the stuff that was implemented since the 1st of February. And I know that it's just November, but we've made so many updates, like really big updates, not just bug fixes and small improvements. We've actually, in the briefcase, we've created labels. And with briefcase labels, now you have super powerful control over your SEO strategy. You can organize keywords if they are direct keywords or indirect keywords. So for example, a direct keyword, if you were a business event listing site, so let's say that you have a site where you list business events and you get a lot of people paying you, to list their events on top of others and other stuff like that. That's just one of the cases where we've tested this. And the idea is that you can place like business events as a keyword, you can place that as a direct keyword, and everything related to business events, like business events in Seattle, business events in New York, business events and entrepreneurship, or entrepreneurship business events, or other variations of these keywords. They are direct keywords, and some of them could be indirect keywords. So when you think about direct keywords, you place everything that is directly related to what you're doing and to your industry. And then indirect keywords are stuff for which you're going to create blog posts. Let's say that people who are interested in business events, they're interested in business cards. So one of the idea would be to make a research for what do people search on the web related to business cards and business card templates. Maybe I can create a great infographic or a great post or a great video, and then get like a lot of people to be super interested in that, and that will drive traffic to my other business listings, and they will get to see my brand. So these are indirect keywords. And now with the briefcase labeling system, you can easily do something like that. So I can go to briefcase. This is the mysquirrely.co interface, by the way. And here I have manage labels. I have no labels yet, but I'm going to create one. So let's say indirect bizcard, and I'm gonna place this one with red because it's indirect, and I want to make sure that I know that it's not one of my main keywords. So I've clicked on add a label, and now I can see it here. So this is indirect bizcards. It says it right here when I hover the label, and I can also see the labels here when I go to manage labels in case I forget colors and stuff like that. Of course, in Squirrly SEO 2019, this whole interface is gonna look a lot better, so you'll never have any type of problems. So as I said, business cards, business card templates could be an indirect keyword, and I can just click the select, and I will add the keyword. And now I can see my keyword right here, and it already has the label. And if I want, I can add new labels. If I create new labels, I can also see the name of the label right here when I go to this option, and I can do a keyword research. And I can select the country. This is super important. We didn't used to have this when we launched Squirrly SEO 2018 briefcase, but now we do. And I'm gonna say, yeah, google.com, or I can choose another country, and I will say do the research. Yeah, so anyway, you get the idea. It's gonna get done and it's gonna appear here, but I don't really have time for this right now. Look, it's already here. It just didn't show up in the interface. So this keyword is actually very good, right? So it's easy to rank, it's got a lot of search volume, and the trend is going up. And our trends are a lot better, and I'm going to talk about that in our developer update video today. And here you can refresh your keyword research using that button, and now you will know that you can actually create blog posts, videos, even infographics for this keyword, and it will help you rank your main business, which is the directory that lists business events. So this is just one of the use cases where you are going to use direct versus indirect keywords. And whenever you give this to somebody else, like even somebody from your team or a consultant, they will easily know what your main strategy is for the keywords, what your core keywords are, and then what the keywords are for satellite articles, satellite content, and other stuff that's going to help push your business forward. And that's super important to get properly organized in Briefcase. Then another interesting use case is the semantic stuff that you can do with Briefcase labels. So semantic keywords to build the proper context, make sure that Google understands. So this is the example that I've given on and on this year about the Black Panther movie. So basically, if you want to make sure that Google understands your page is about the Black Panther movie or the Black Panther comic books, you need to have stuff in the content like movies or comic books or comic book artists or comic cons and stuff like that, so that Google understands that this Black Panther page is about the Black Panther character from the movies or the comic books of Marvel, and not the Black Panther party, which is an actual political party. Yeah, so this is just one of the examples in which you want to make sure that your semantics are done properly. Also, if you have stuff like Ruby is a very popular anime series, and it is that if you will just search for Ruby, it could be anything like rubies and everything related to Ruby, even a color from, I know, some makeup stuff, and that would also be Ruby. Everything could be Ruby. So if you want to make sure that Google understands what Ruby you're talking about, you can include the other characters from the anime series. You can present on the page that it is about an anime series, and make sure that you're actually using those words when creating the content. And if you organize everything here in Briefcase with labels, you can then just filter them, and when you go to your live assistant, you can actually see that you make at least a 20% score of optimization on all the semantic keywords inside your Briefcase. Clarity. It's exactly the same as for the semantic stuff, but it's about marketing clarity. So for example, the newest pages that we've created about Squirrly SEO all use stuff like groundbreaking, like boost ranking, or other stuff like supercharge. So we use a lot of words that we want to make sure that they stick with the customer, and they get to feel like the clarity of our brand and our messaging. And in order to do that, we place these keywords in Briefcase, we add labels to them, and then we make sure when we write the content for our presentations that we optimize to 10% or 20% every single page, and we include these keywords that will provide our users with clarity regarding our marketing message. Journey. Now, with Briefcase labels, you can also do a lot of stuff regarding your buyer's journey. So for example, you can look for whatever keyword and manufacturers, and that would be in the decision phase of the whole journey. Then you can have like a certain keyword and then manual for the user who has purchased that kind of thing and now wants to search for a user manual on the web, and then you can service them according to their customer journey, and you can do that with Briefcase labels. The live SEO. So the live SEO assistant is now fully integrated with Briefcase labels, so you can always search for great keywords from your strategies, not just random keywords. Don't place random keywords inside your SEO live assistant, because that's not going to help you in the long run. And now with this integration, you can even have Briefcase labels, and you can search via labels and filter by labels inside of your SEO live assistant. And even on the free plan for Squirrly SEO, you get Briefcase with labels inside the SEO Live Assistant. So even on the free plans, you can optimize your content for multiple keywords, and you can do these very important checks that I've just mentioned with semantics, marketing clarity and customer journey, and even direct and indirect keywords that you want to place inside of your content. You can even do that on the free plan. Now moving on, mysquirrly.co, it had like a major redesign, and it was a major platform release. As you can see, it's completely different from what we used to have. So I have sites like squirrly.co, florence.co, Wizards Unite, Eveniment Bees, WordPress.org, and even apps.shopify.com. I'm gonna discuss this a bit later in the video, but you can see that this is how I choose my websites. And if I want to go, I can just go here, and I can see like a lot of great data about how I've used this site. I have scores with on-page score and off-page score. You can see that I haven't worked at all on my off-page score, but I did improve my on-page score. I have tasks for the audit, so if I look here, I will instantly know how to fix my audit and get a better score. Suggested keywords, I don't have any suggested keywords at the moment because this is a very new stuff for me, but this is the keyword research that I've done. And here is the Google rankings part, because I do have the business plan installed in this account. So you can see that there's been a lot of improvement. You can easily access the keyword research tool here, the briefcase, the SEO Live Assistant, the audit, and the Google ranking. And here you can make individual settings for the websites. Right, so as I said, better buttons, flows, UIs, and access to all the tools, which I've just shown you right here, because I know from the metrics, and we've been looking at usage across our tools, and it seems that a lot of people haven't fully used Squirrly SEO at the moment, and we're really trying to fix that with Squirrly SEO 2019. This interface that you're seeing right here in this video is going to look even better. We have a new iteration for it, and everything will make even more sense than it does right now. But from the time that we released this interface, the people who could interact with it started using all of the other tools that we offer as well, so that was a super big improvement for us. All right, and now you can add more websites to your pro account or business account, and even sites that weren't made on WordPress or that you don't own yourself. Like WordPress.org. I don't own WordPress.org, but I have it in my Squirrly account, and I also have apps.shopify.com. And here I look at a lot of stuff related to our rankings, because I have the Google ranking option. And basically, I can start seeing a lot of rankings for WordPress.org to improve our placements for the plugins that we develop, and that's something that I definitely do. WordPress.org and also apps.shopify.com, because we've just launched our Shopify app, and now we have websites that aren't ours, and I can even see like I could place any website that I want. Okay, so let's say that I would be in strong competition for our, I know, the Squirrly social tool, the social media tool that we've just launched, and let's say that I had been in competition with Buffer, for example. I could easily add Buffer here, and then I could find ideas that I could place in Briefcase. I could do keyword research according to keywords from within Buffer's website. I could use the SEO Live Assistant. I know, man. I could even use the SEO audit. And of course, if I have the business plan is a super big improvement that happened this year. I can even see their rankings on Google for a lot of keywords, and then I will always know how my competitors are performing on the web. So I can use all of the great stuff from Squirrly even on competitor websites or on client websites, because we also have a couple of bigger businesses who are working with us on SEO, and we can easily do everything, all the necessary requirements for their websites, just by adding them here. Even though we don't have direct access to their website, some of them are also custom PHP, so we definitely don't have access to those websites. It just goes to manage websites. I add those websites, and then I can do keyword research, Briefcase, organize all of my work relating to keywords. Then I can optimize articles, and I can either copy paste them into the platforms, or I can just send them to their editors as Word documents. Then I can go to the SEO audit and see how we improve their website. And also I can check their Google rankings, so even though it's not on WordPress. Audit. Now you can customize the email to which you send the audit. So you just go to this wheel right here, and you say the audit email is florian@squirrly.net, but it could be mikey@webdev.com, and you can use this to send the audits directly to your customers or directly to the people inside your company who are in charge with SEO settings or with developing the SEO side of your website. Then you can also say default country for the Google rank checker and how many pages it needs to do each day. And this setting is for this website. These other websites each have their own wheel where you can set the settings separately for each of them. Right. Gutenberg. Now, I know there's a lot of hate in the community regarding Gutenberg, but we felt like it was super important to make this integration available as soon as possible. And honestly, I actually like Gutenberg, so I've been using it on a couple of projects, but I know that there's negative feedback, and even with all the negative feedback, we still built the integration, and now you can easily have access to the Squirrly SEO Live Assistant on the classic editor, but also on Gutenberg. So in case you like Gutenberg and you're like me, then you can even use Squirrly SEO Live Assistant on Gutenberg. History, keyword research history. Now, let's see, keyword research. And just look at this. This is the last research that I've made, and it was only for one keyword, but I can always see exactly the researches that I've made here in the keyword research history, and it will always show me my last 100 researches. So this is super cool. This is part of us at Squirrly SEO creating the keyword assistant so that your whole experience with finding keywords, documenting keywords, and ranking for keywords is gonna be assisted. And this is part of our first module in the keyword research assistant, the one that shows you like all of your history. This was not available until now. Also, assisted keyword research. Squirrly searches for opportunities. Now, how does it do this? So we look at your latest post. We have an algorithm to define your latest posts and the keywords that you usually care about. And then we're like, okay, let's take Squirrly and let's make it automatically search for keywords on your behalf. And we don't charge you. Yes, we do not charge you a dime or a credit inside of your Squirrly account for the keyword research that we do on your behalf. And if we find really good opportunities, so we do the whole algorithm, we see the trends, the discussions, we see the competition and everything, and when we find golden nuggets, keywords that you should really focus on, then we send them to you via email, and you can also see it in the dashboard in mysquirrly.co under the suggested keywords tab. So this is like assisted keyword research. If you don't know how to do keyword researches, Squirrly will do them for you, and when it finds great opportunities, it will just send it to you. Of course, this is available only on the pro plans and the business plans of Squirrly SEO. Language. So I've already shown you that you can add the language for keyword research made inside of BRIEFCASE. We didn't have this when we launched Squirrly SEO 2018 BRIEFCASE, but we do it now. Trends. So we have a lot better info about trends because we get it directly from Google. We've worked so hard on this just to make sure that all of the trend information is made properly, that we can actually get it from Google, and that Google will always send it to us. And it's been a mess, but I'm really happy and excited to present to you today. So we actually have really great trend information. We have it a lot better than all of the other keyword research tools out there. And if you don't believe this, just try it for yourselves. Dashboards. So as I've shown you the dashboard right now, when I go to this, it actually looks like a dashboard because in the past we had some very weird bits and pieces of text, and we really thank you, and we're super appreciative that you guys support us with all of your great feedback and all of your great comments, because we couldn't have done this without you. So it was like we didn't even realize that our dashboards were so messy, but after talking to you, we've realized that we really need to work on that. And I hope that you're pleased and happy about the way that the dashboard looks right now, because you get a lot of cool info at a glance. So how many you've optimized lately, all of the articles that you've optimized in the pages, how many keywords you performed, how many audits, how many things rank on Google, and even how many keywords you've placed in Squirrly BRIEFCASE. And then you can go and just play around with all of the other things that you see right here. That's the dashboard. Now, the strategy. We've promised at the beginning of this year that we are going to launch a strategy assistant. And it's actually soon to be delivered in Squirrly SEO 2019 with the focus pages feature. You're gonna walk through everything you need in order to set up your SEO strategy properly. So you've organized most of your strategy in Briefcase, but now with focus pages, you can actually get to creating the proper content and making all of the SEO settings and fixing all of your website so that Google will rank those pages higher in search results. And it's going to be super easy for you to do because you will just have to turn red lights into green lights, and then you will easily start ranking your pages. Now, this is the most assisted thing that I could think of. I've had a lot of ideas for creating quests and creating a lot of sets of tasks and even automatic verifications, manual verifications, a lot of ideas. But then we've just realized that if we just build the focus pages feature, like I'm going to present to you very soon, then we can easily help all of you systematically rank pages on Google just by doing really good on-page SEO. Because I've been discussing with a lot of people since 2016 about Squirrly SEO, about why they can't rank their websites. Some of them could really rank their websites very, very fast and very easily. And I was like, okay, so why is this huge discrepancy between people who can rank their pages and people who can't? Well, it turns out that it was not link building. So no matter what people tell you, it wasn't link building, it wasn't social sharing. The thing is that most of the people who couldn't rank their websites, they simply didn't know all of the necessary things they need to check in order for Google to rank their websites. Because a lot of the industries that we've seen are super uncompetitive. They have very little competition, and even when they do have competition, their competition doesn't know how to do SEO. So if you were to use Squirrly SEO 2019 with the focus pages and this strategy assistant, you could easily outrank all of those other websites just by performing the thing that you see on the screen. And it will also guide you through each tool from Squirrly SEO that you have in your plan, which can help you achieve that green light in the interface. And once you turn those lights green, you will win. Alright, the snippet. Now you have more SEO control even for more advanced settings. I should show this to you. So let's go to a page. This is user-generated content, so a lot of people come to this website to add their own events. So this is custom SEO. So this is what they've added, but if I want, I could change it. And I can say advanced settings, let Google index this page, yes or no, pass link juice to this page, yes or no, and show inside map XML. Now, this is a lot of control for each page on your website, which allows you a lot of great things. If you create thin content, which is important for the feed on your blog and the feed on your social media, but it's super thin, you have few words, you didn't optimize it, and you don't want that page to affect Google, you can just easily switch some of these settings to no, and then Google will never mind those pages and they will not care about those pages, so they will definitely not penalize you for weird pages from your website. And this is super easy to do with the advanced settings in the snippet. This was also not available. The UX, so the new user experience has been tested with over 50,000 people already. So we've been super crazy. We didn't wait with all of the great stuff that I've talked about today. We didn't wait with them. We didn't just wait like, hey, we're just gonna release this when it's done. We've silently released a lot of these features ever since the 1st of February this year, and we've been releasing features and seeing how much usage they generate, if they are good, if they're not good. We've listened to customer service. We actually work super close to our customer service team, and we came up with new product features, with new UX, with new UIs, and we're really trying to make this the best experience possible. So we've launched a lot of silent updates because we want to make sure that when we release Squirrly SEO 2019, because it has the focus pages with that strategy assistant that I've just talked about and the bulk SEO settings, we want to make sure that everybody can go and start interacting with those tools and not feel that there are too many changes all at once. So most of the changes that I talked to you today about, they are already available in this version of Squirrly SEO and even though they should have come only in Squirrly SEO 2019, they're already available. You can already interact with them. Now, for more updates, we've created a lot of other updates, especially for a lot of the changes that have happened on Google since February 2019. And you can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to hear more about it. Just go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and you will get more videos, more developer updates, and more ideas on how to grow your business using SEO. Okay, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure.